Greetings, everybody. Thanks for joining me for voting video number 225 in the incredible Mandela Effect voting video series here on the Moneybag 73 channel. Look at those hats, huh? I just came across this. Some pre-consciousness shift Mandela Effect hats. No break there. Yeah, that's how I remember the Volkswagen logo. Oh, that looks so comfortable and soothing and just get that warm, fuzzy feeling from looking at those hats. It just makes me feel like I'm home. That's how the Volkswagen logo was, everybody, but not in this reality. So moving along here, we have voting video number 225. Milk. It does the body good. Now, if you grew up in the 80s, I know you saw those commercials. They were trying to program us with wanting to drink lots of milk. And there were tons of commercials about drinking milk in the 1980s. So what I remember is milk, it does the body good. However, it's different in this reality, so we're going to get into this one. Let's check this out here.
Milk, it does the body good.
Pass it on.
Milk, it does.
Milk, it does the body.
Milk, it does the body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
Milk, it does a body good. So I remember milk, it does the body good. Go ahead and thumb this video up if you remember milk, it does the body good. If you remember milk, it does a body good, go ahead and thumb the video down. I remember the very clearly. Milk, it does the body good. I've seen so many of these commercials. There's so many of them. There were like 10 or 15 different commercials talking about, how great it was to drink lots of milk. Well, recent studies have come out and said too much milk actually causes you to break more bones as you grow older. Anyhow, during my research, I came across Brian McFarland's video, his voting video number 547. Man, Brian just went hog wild on the voting videos. I'm only at 225. He's done lots of videos. He does lots of videos on, I think, like letter changes and connecting letters and stuff like that. I've kind of stayed away from that because I can't remember if an A connected with an R. And there's just so many. I mean, there's a lot. Don't get me wrong. There's lots of names of stores and products and things where the letters are connected now. And I don't remember them being like that before. They just look odd. There's so many, but I couldn't tell you for sure on a lot of those. So I don't really cover that. But, man, Brian's done lots of videos. Anyway, he did this video in July, and I want you to listen to what he says here because he's talking about something different with this famous quote from the 1980s commercials. Listen to this here.
Here, there's tons of residue. Now, does it matter? Right now, it doesn't matter to me whether it says D or A right now, because some people remember it. Milk does a body good. Milk does the body good. That to me doesn't matter. What matters is they've added the word it. So,
okay, so it doesn't matter to him if it was A or the. Well, that's the big Mandela effect here for me. The big Mandela effect for him, huge Mandela effect for him at this time in July was he doesn't remember the word it. For him, it was always milk does the body good or does a body good. Whatever. There was no it. There was always an it. It sounds weird for milk does the body good. That wasn't it for me. There was an it. Milk. It does the body good. There was always an it. So I think I found that really interesting, the fact that he doesn't remember there being an it. So he was in a reality where it was milk does the body good or does a body good. I don't know. Either one. But for me, it was it does the body good. So I found that really interesting. I wanted to show you a few more things here. Milk, it does a body good, which is what it's always been in this reality. But right here in the article, milk, it does the body good in quotes. And that's what they're... Why are you going to make the famous quote right here, it does the body good, and you're going to show an image from a commercial as it does a body good? I don't know. It's just what we find with the Mandela effect. So this article, milk does the body good, See, now here it doesn't have it. The biggest lie ever, and how government helps big dairy sell milk. Do you remember the campaign, Milk, It Does the Body Good? Yes, I do, actually. This campaign has brainwashed the public into thinking that this product is good for our health. Believing that there's no better source of calcium than milk to build strong bones is actually a myth. The truth is that there's plenty of non-dairy foods that are rich in calcium and can boost your health. Green vegetables such as cabbage, kale, and broccoli. But those don't make as much money, so we weren't programmed to want to eat lots of cabbage, kale, and broccoli. But I got my 1980s commercial TV programming when I got home from school, and it was Milk, It Does the Body Good. So that's about it, everyone. Thumb up for Milk, It Does the Body Good. If that was what you heard all the time in the 1980s, and if it was Milk, It Does a Body Good, go ahead and thumb the video down. But in all these commercials, there were so many commercials. And every one of, not everyone, 90% have It Does a Body Good. But if you watch them all, that's what it is in all of them. Now this was improperly titled here, closer to what I remember. But It Does a Body Good just sounds so wrong. So that's it, everyone. I have like 2-3 more videos. I don't know, maybe I'll do one more today. Leave a comment down below if there's something I haven't covered you'd like me to cover. Maybe I can cover it. This Mandela effect is just, it's not going to stop. So we'll just continue on. I'm wondering, you know, what we're going to have coming down the pike here. We'll see what happens. Incredible times, everyone. Go create the reality that you want. I really do believe that we're all creating our own realities, and we're in a multiverse with an infinite number of realities, and you can just set up whatever reality you want with your beliefs and your thoughts. Now, a lot of people have trouble with that. A lot of people have trouble with my whole message and the fact that a lot of us has shifted. There's only one reality for them, and maybe they'll wake up, maybe they won't. For those of us experiencing the Mandela effect, we know that something has gone on. So it's really laughable, these little trolls that come and leave their little hurtful comments. It doesn't, which aren't hurtful at all. It's funny. It's funny they feel they need to do that, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say, because we know our memories. We know what we're experiencing. They can go along with their confabulation and cognitive illusions and all this. It's so funny. I have to say something here before I go. It's so funny, these people that try and point out, well, you know, memories is fallible, and so we create these false memories, and you could just make something up. And they don't even touch on the fact that millions of people are remembering the same exact things in the same exact incorrect way. And they don't even allude to that fact. They just say, well, you know, we can make up false memories, so that's what's going on here. It's so funny how they don't even mention the fact there's, and all the reality residue. I mean, let's just forget about all the reality residue. The problem is that they don't know about all the reality residue. I mean, I tell a lot of these people that, you know, one of my famous quotes from Einstein is that the height of ignorance is condemnation without investigation. And that's what we get from a lot of these people. We get, you know, they're condemning the Mandela effect without doing investigation, without looking at all the reality residue. It's an incredible time, everyone, and I'm happy to be here making these videos. And I'd like to say thank you to all of you who helped me get through this. Starting in March of 2016, I actually had some Mandela effects prior to that, 2014 and 2007 or 8. I had my first one that I realized last year. I could tell you about that, or maybe not. Maybe some of you have heard it. Maybe you're not interested. I'll tell you real quick. So, Lucky's. Okay, Lucky's. I grew up with Lucky's stores here in the Bay Area in California. Lucky's went away. And then it came back. I think it was bought by Albertsons, or somebody bought it. It came back like 6-7 years or so. It disappeared. And then it came back as Lucky. I'm like, hey, look, Lucky is back. But they took the apostrophe S off. And they changed it to Lucky. And I said, oh, that's kind of weird. And so for years I looked at Lucky and, man, it looks so weird. And then last year, I think, some lady said Lucky's was a Mandela effect. And I'm like, oh, no, it's not. I'm going to prove you wrong. They changed the name. I know they changed the name. I went and looked, and it was always Lucky. Since the 1940s, I was just totally mind blown. So I noticed that like in 2007 or 8. So for those of you thinking that Fiona Broome created the Mandela effect,